Well, good morning, guys. How you guys doing today? Good.
Great, great.
Well, my name is Ben Tilley. I don't think I introduced myself last time I was up here. I deeply apologize. But first thing I want to say is that I'm truly grateful to be speaking with you guys today. Public speaking has like been my life for the last 2 years, so I'm really grateful to be in front of you. I'm not sure I quite got the memo so far because mostly everyone's doing books and movies and songs and whatnot. None of those things really I don't want to say apply to me, but I just don't find like a true movie or song that describes me. So, however, sports do. So I'm going to talk about 3 sports that define who I am and how they describe me. So I've played sports my whole life, right? So I've been playing for practice around 10 years old. You know that phrase, playing for practice? You know, you start to swing a golf club for the first time, start to swing a baseball bat for the first time, how to learn to throw a football, just starting to play, to practice those sports that we'll be able to play on for later in life. So I started doing that when I was around 10 years old. And these 3 sports not only reflect who I am, but they also changed my life in a lot of aspects, some positive, some negative. So first sport I'm going to talk about today is baseball. So I started playing for Fishhawk Little League in early elementary. By the way, anybody go to Newsom High School? So you know what Fishhawk is, right? So I played for 6 seasons. I played every position imaginable: second base, first base, outfield, pitcher, catcher. The one position that I don't think I played was shortstop. I'm not sure why I didn't play it. I guess because it was right by second base. I don't know why they never put me there. But baseball taught me a few things. The first thing is you won't succeed every time. I mean, my last season that I played, I didn't get a single hit, and my coach got really mad at me because I struck out most of the time. So you won't succeed every time. You're really going to have to just put in the work and practice. And again, make contact somehow, because your coach will get really mad at you if you strike out. If you have to bunt, please bunt. But baseball led me to my next attempt at practicing for a sport, which was football. Now I know what you're thinking. Not the Professor Huffman type football, tackling, flag football, okay, for middle school. All right, so I joined my middle school flag team in 6th grade. Midway through the year, we hadn't had a game yet. We were practicing. I tore the ACL in this left knee right here. Never got surgery for it. It still hurts today. I sidelined me for about a year. I came back in 7th grade. I was ready to play. I felt strong. I felt like I was able to go. And then COVID hit, so we weren't able to go out. So now flag football for my middle school was a spring sport, so it was later in the year, right? So once COVID hit in March of 2020, we couldn't play. So we came back in 8th grade. My friends wanted me to play in March. I said, all right, I'll do it. So I tried out for the quarterback position. I got the quarterback position. I have no idea why I got the quarterback position, because the whole year I went 6 for 22 for 1 touchdown and 5 interceptions. Okay. I don't even want to know what the passer rating was. I don't care. It's terrible. So football showed me a couple things too. One, injuries suck, because my knee and back will agree with you. I'll get to the back in a second. But this word that sports players hear so often, adversity. You will stare adversity in the face so many times if you're on the court, if you're on the golf course, if you're on the field. You've got to find ways to be able to cope with it. And that's something that I did throughout my career. And when football ended and I graduated from middle school, it was time for a little bit of a change. I wanted to throw a little spin on it. So that's when the sport of golf entered my mind. So I've been playing it for nearly 11 years. Competitively for about 7. I started playing tournaments for the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour, which Tiger Woods' son Charlie plays on. I played for high school for Riverview for 4 years. In the middle of my junior year, I believe it was probably right around the halfway point, I had a major back injury. Locked up on me. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, there's one option that can fix this: surgery. I said, absolutely not. Not at 17 years old. I can't have a back surgery at 17. Ultimately, ruined my chances at a scholarship. I was a pretty decent player. I was getting pretty good junior year. Back injury happened, forget it. But again, life comes at you fast. You've got to find ways to deal with that adversity. So when the injury happened, I wasn't like, oh, my career's over. I came back senior year and really played well. So, didn't get a scholarship, but it doesn't matter. Consistency, that's another word. Consistency really matters when you're playing sports. You want to be consistently a good player. You want to be able to tell your coach, hey, I'm getting better at this aspect of the game. I'm getting better at this facet of the game. When you're able to put in the work and see the results, it really pays off. And really, you feel that confidence in you to be able to say, I'm playing the sport really well, right? Sports are fun, right? They require a lot of practice. They require a lot of effort, a lot of dedication. These experiences have taught me lessons, and they've also shaped who I am today. But if there's anything that these experiences that have taught me, at the end of the day, for any experience possible, what you get into it is what you put out. Or what you get into is what you get out of it. I'm pulling a page out of my senior speech right now. The amount of effort, the amount of attitude, the amount of dedication, positivity, negativity, whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. You put in a lot of effort into it, you're going to get a lot out of it. You put in nothing into it, you're not going to get a single thing. That's what sports have taught me, and my name is Ben Tilley. Thank you so much for listening.